Let me know if my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Shivam.
Thank you. Just waiting 2 minutes more, then we will start. So I'm starting now. Hi everyone, a very good morning. Thank you for joining our today's session. Let me introduce myself. I'm Shivam, SFMP specialist at Being 12P, CMX and Slack leader for Jabalpur chapter, and a co-founder for Prideforce initiative. Welcome to Prideforce Phase 1 Personal Development Program, PDP. So when learning is inclusive, growth becomes a limitless. Exactly. When learning environment are open, supportive, and accessible to everyone, regardless of background, identity, or ability, more people can participate and contribute to succeed. Right. So because of diverse perspective and are included, it leads to rich ideas, better understanding, and greater opportunities for everyone to grow without barriers. In simple words, we can say that when no one is left out of learning, everyone can reach out their potential. Exactly. Now I'm moving to second slide. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Let me elaborate this phrase actually. This means that words and actions may fade over time, right? But the emotions you create in others stay with them for a long time. People will remember feeling you give them more than exact details of what happened. Take an example. Let's say an example, right? Imagine you attend a community session or event. You might not remember that every point the speakers shared or every activity you did it. But if someone there welcomed you warmly, listened you carefully, and made you feel valued and included, you will definitely remember and that experience, right? How many of you agree with me? I'm audible to everyone.
Yep, you're audible, Shiva.
Yeah, thank you for confirming. So, in simple words, we can say that it's not just about what you say or do, right? But how you make other feel respected, supported, and valued. That truly matters a lot for future as well. Now, moving ahead, meet our teams. We are having advisory team Gilda, Phaneendra, and JB with us. Then our founding team, me, Roshan Ali, Shiva, myself, and core team Wasim and Alfia. Those who have been not attended our first session about time management, so I'm just giving a short more recap on that. Okay. So what is Prideforce? Prideforce is basically impactful driven training for LGBTQ plus individuals allies who community talents. Okay. Who it serves to LGBTQ and allies who individuals seeking career accelerations. What we deliver? We deliver personality development plus sales product trainings, technical skills, Salesforce, marketing cloud, data cloud, and Slack fundamentals. Learning approach, hands-on, real use case. We are going to discuss in further our Salesforce specific training and guided mentorship. Outcome is like industry relevant skills to improve employment and confidence and generate their career ahead. Then we will be covering our program agenda as we have done our time management session 1. Today we will be going further with time management session 2. After that we will be moving forward with the PDP second part, that is soft skill. After that we will be going ahead with phase 2, in which we will be covering the Slack, SFMC, and Salesforce data cloud training. So these are being tentative for future. Okay. Now, rules for winning Salesforce certification voucher. Let me verify this once again. You have to attend all the sessions, not just today's session or the previous session, right? You have to attend all the Prideforce upcoming session to the present past session, so that you will get a chance to win a certification vouchers. Apart from this, you have to follow the Prideforce LinkedIn page. You have to subscribe the Prideforce YouTube channel. Share the learnings what you have learned so far from the Prideforce initiative training, so that you can tag Prideforce and the team members. It's up to you, right? Then you will get a chance to win a Salesforce certificate voucher. Now we will be covering the session one recap. What last in the last session what funding has been discussed. Let me give a short part of that. In our last PDP session, time management, we have explored why time management is essential for both personal and professional growth. We learn how effective time management help us prioritize important tasks, reduce stress and last minute pressure, and create a better work life balance. We have also discussed some of the most common time management challenges that individuals face, such as poor learning, too many distractions, lack of clear priorities, and inefficient multitasking, which often reduce the quality of work. To overcome these challenges, we have also covered several effective time management techniques, including the matrix to distinguish between urgent and important tasks, the 80-20 rules of focus on high impact activities, time blocking to allocate dedicated work slots, daily planning to organize tasks in advance, and single tasking to improve focus and efficiency. Apart from this, we have also covered the additionally we went through practical tools and best practices that can be applied in daily life, such as using the task management tool like Trello, Outlook, or Asana. It will give you better and best productivity for your task management perspective, breaking larger tasks into smaller manageable steps, setting realistic deadlines, and regularly reviewing progress to stay on track. Now we are now big question from that, what learnings did you take up away from the last PDP time management session, like, and how have you applied those strategies in your daily routine over the past few days? Guys, you can drop your like your experience or learning what you've learned from last session on your like in the chat, So let's discuss few minutes on that when we go further ahead, right? Okay, Amisha Gupta is writing, learn how to eliminate procession and day to life in day to day life. Okay, that's good. So basically, what outcomes and improvements have you observed in managing your time for more effectively and efficiently? Just I'm getting to know more about that. What we have learned in the last session on time management. Okay, I guess nobody is more interested in saying no issue on that. Let's go further. So meet a today's speaker, as we already know, Phaneendra Salesforce MVP, SFMC Marketing Cloud Champion, Credential Ambassador, founder and CTO of Value Hub, AI Advisory Board Member, Trailblazer Community Group Leader for Singapore, Enterprise Cross Cloud Solution Architect, 56 into certified. So now I'm handing over to Phaneendra to please continue our today's session.
Thank you, Shivam, and hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Despite of holiday today, and I personally thank everyone for joining wholehearted for the sessions, and I wish everyone a happy Eid, and that brings a lot of joy in your life as well. So, uh, you can call me Funny, and you see my introduction as well, which Shivam has given. So, thank you, Shivam, and I'll share my screen, and probably I can just go through that sessions.
Sure.
Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. You could post the questions into the chat, right? All right. So last session, I think we've been learned the time management, which proactively learn and take the time thing, especially where okay. So that is what my perspective, where I've been explained most of my perspectives, right? So this session probably I'm going to talk about an advanced time management workshop. So especially something where I would keen to address some of the important features at the same time. Like I wanted to do some interactive kind of a thing. Rather, I can talk. Rather, I could take some of your feedback as well throughout the session on each and every topic. Right. Let's talk about energy. If you ask about time management, which is exactly proportional to your energy management, right? So if you use your energy that proportional and directly proportional to your time that what you're trying to spend, right? So this is really really important because you have to match your work with your energy levels. Otherwise, if you feel like sleepy or if you feel like kind of a feverish or if you're not feeling well or it doesn't give you much productivity because it has a double kind of kind of hectic one. You have a hectic from your management that what you're going to assign a task. The other thing is where you have another where your energy is not matching with what you're trying to do at. So always to match your work with your energy so that it will give you a right income. And most important thing is to prioritize your work, which is nothing but do your important work during peak hours. See, if you ask me, my most productivity is at night time because uh, most of the people, like most of my work has been done in terms of my personal things, and also I have good time maybe between 9 to 11. Like so, I have most productivity, or early mornings are most productivity because our minds is very fresh, right? We can go by office at 9 9:30, so we'll have a great productivity at morning times. So that's pretty. If you ask me, or you suggest me as well, like what is your most peak hour which you're gonna use your time as most important and most productive. I think I felt like night and mornings are very productive. Between the times are all our meetings and all the casual discussions and anything will go for lunch, dinner, and all sorts. It's going to be kind of not really productive. And of course, so it's always nice to take some break between the work so that it'll be recharged. Always people feel that, okay, this guy's taking much time, much break and all, but I think they really don't know your capability because at the same time, respect each other times. Don't wait for someone's especially where because that's time also their time also very important, right? So respect their time. So when you ask about I need 15 minutes or 30 minutes of break, I think let's take that time and then come back quickly to the desk and then try to coordinate with your peers or colleagues at, they'll also really appreciate because you have took a break or took a nap. Rather take a break. I think if you ask me, I felt like took a nap. It's pretty good to recharge your energy and all. And most important thing is health is really important, guys. I mean, which is directly impacts your productivity. That's if you're not feeling well or if you're thinking too much of stress or too much of other deviations. I don't feel that we're going to be much productive. So take care of your health, which is really important. These are some of the things which is really important from your energy management. I can call it as energy management, not a time management. So now the activity I would like to talk about you is, so what is your important productivity timings? Like the one question I asked you before, what's your most is morning or late nights or what are the best timings for you to work to make you more productive? So maybe you could just type in chat so that I could see it. Night, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that is what exactly exactly I do. Pretty much like I'm night person where I can work more in night actually. Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's what, right? So morning times or morning 9 to 11, which is good. If you ask me, after 12, once we had a lunch or something, we'll feel sleepy and then we'll have a nap sometimes, and then so we can again go for a tea break quickly because the time moves faster. And after that, the office time will be getting over. Yeah, I think Amisha, you're right. After 4 p.m. is something, yeah, because we're gonna done our tea break and everything, right? So I think we have to go and have to work for sure. Pretty good, yeah. That's what I really wanted to understand. So it's pretty good. So this is what I was, the first slide which talks about your energy management. It's really important. When you feel something not really, if you ask me, like when I do coding my early stages, right? I do a lot of code across all the platforms which I've learned, starting from my HTML, CSS, Java, Python, Ruby on Rails, or I worked on full stack for my entire life, which comes with starting with mainframes, and after that move to Java, and after that front end, back end, and after that server side, and after that Objective C and all the mobile applications. So when you look at all these things, like sometimes the code never clicks because now you have at least I have ChatGPT or some AI tools, but my days way back 2014, 2013, I don't have any tools, right? So it's something which I have to verify stack exchange. That is what maximum I can have helping. I don't have much things because I keep trying and then try to apply a lot of my best keyword practices and best coding practices. But that time where I took a lot of time, so that I've taken a break, and I definitely gonna take a break. I think this isn't working. Nothing is giving my output, and also I took a break for 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour. And after that, I'll come with some fresh mind and I'll try to see. I don't open the laptop. I try to see it. What is the best way that I can apply? This way it doesn't work out. What is the best way I can put it on a paper? I'll put it on a paper and then I'll try to check my code exactly. Is it something I'm missing or something which I'm really not following some guidelines as per the requirement? Maybe it is something that I should ask my other business analyst or a project manager or someone to understand the use case with what the if what I'm thinking, because developer thinks in a different perspective, but the business user thinks in a different perspective, and the BA thinks different perspective. So it's always nice to check with the one of your peers to understand is it something that what you're trying is right or not. So that once you identify and understand is something, then I think you'll come into again a good track. So taking time is always good to kind of breaks really energize you and then try to come up with a lot of fresh ideas, right? So that's what I always feel like energy management is one of the important factor which is directly proportional to your time management. So the next thing is that you always believe, and I truly believe, the difference between deep work versus shallow work. See, deep work, if you ask me, which is very high focused kind of an activity, which is high important or high impacted activities, right? So I categorize my time especially on, okay, when I really wanted to focus on preparing my presentation or a solution designs or a technical architectures or maybe a best of enterprise architecture landscapes, or I can completely work on my deep work because that is very high important for me. And then I usually write a lot of emails after 12 o'clock. I respond most of my big important things after 12 o'clock because that time we are really not going to work it out because I'm going to time spending on emails and meetings and all the stuff. Between 11 to 3 is something all I do a lot of meetings. So that it's of course an important, but at the same time I can prioritize, this is kind of a shallow work. So if you look at, right, so nowadays our people, when I look at all the young generation, so I could see 80% is distractions. So they have Instagram, they have Tinder, they have a lot of other social channels where when they've done something, they quickly open and someone has tagged the person and then try to understand and then try to use video games and then playing audio and all the stuff. Like they do a lot of distractions free times actually. So I think I would request to block some of these so that definitely your deep work is going to make a good facilitation for sure. Reduce multitasking. It's a person to person, so I'm not really pointing out, okay, this is he will have to reduce, because it works for person to person, because it works for me. At the same time, I don't recall where it works for some other person, because they have a little high focused every session, right? So you could reduce multitasking for some. That's what I've said. Some people, not everyone. So they could do a lot of multitasking, which is successful, but 99% were not successful. That's where, because there is an important meeting going on, and then you're working on multitask where the person who is telling you, which is very important, and you haven't listened what they've been told about, and next time it's going to be make you up and toss. Make sure prioritize the meetings which are really important, whom you're going to talk, whom you're going to listen. So that's really important, and then shut down your laptop and try to take the notes. So that's where you could reduce some of the multitasking activities, and that's where I purposefully put this slide, which is the difference of what is the deep work versus shallow work. And the activity I would like to ask about is, what is a daily classified task like? So you're gonna do deep work or you're gonna do shallow work. So what are the things that how you can classify? And what is the best time that you could divide both deep work versus shallow work activities? Just go back and just try to ask. So maybe you could just type your messages. Are you a shallow work person, or deep work, or what are you gonna do? Is it something which hope hope the people are not sleeping? Yeah, it's already lunchtime. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to wait you guys for the lunch. Don't worry. I'll go to the next slide so I understand. So the next slide, which is pretty kind of fatigue kind of slide, which is reduce our decision fatigue, because my suggestions were, don't take decisions very fast. Okay, if in your plate there are too many decisions, might for sure you're gonna think about that decision factor all the time, which 100% you could reduce your productivity, because that's what we face all the time. If you have too many decisions where you're gonna think about that decision 1 to decision 5 and decision 6 to decision 9, and if I keep thinking that, which I'm not going to do anything for the rest of the day, that is something which I'm not gonna do it. I can only prioritize my decisions and make sure that I should not reply those decisions when I'm doing my complete productivity work. So that's what I don't encourage this too many decisions reduce my complete productivity. So create routines, which is it's not work for everyone at the same time. So it has to be kind of a routine where a routine in sense like your health routine, in health, your time management routine, your health for activity management. So these are something which you could create your routines for you to make up and running all the time. From a template or a technology standpoint, where a lot of, if I look at last session, the Asana, or maybe you look at the team chart, or look at the the sticky notes, or look at the different templates, you could use our templates and automations for you to make things done very fastly, rather than what kind of every decision that you're not going to the one who's going to take it, because there are some decisions where you can go to the IT accounting or something where you could design some workflows. You could design some of your internal policies, internal work policies, internal workflows. Where if you're using Slack, that you could use some Slack workflows and all the stuff, which you could use some of the templates and automations for you to reduce your decisions. That is important for you also. And again, I've told you, right? So focus on important decisions which you could prioritize maybe after office hours. That gives you more time for you to discuss with what exactly that you're trying to do, and then make sure that decision has to comes with a positive, right? If your decision comes with a negative and it's impacting your revenue and impacting your time and all the efforts, that really doesn't make sense for us, right? So from an activity perspective, like just give me a count of your daily decisions, like when you are a developer, you're writing a kind of a complete business requirement or a complete development. Are you the decision making that you can do it like this, or you're going to reach out to your solution architect? Or how many decisions that you're going to take it on a daily basis? Not only for your day-to-day work, but I think in terms of your day-to-day morning to evening routine stuff. Like I want to play cricket, I want to take a decision on that. Okay, I want to play cricket from so and so time, or such kind of a things. So are you really count your decisions, or you can simply leave it like, okay, that really matters a bit at all for me. Like, I'm just enjoying my life like morning to evening, which I'm using my time effectively, right? So I'll just see if anyone has. Didn't get the question. All right. So my question is, count your daily decisions. The decisions are nothing but like, as your developer or anyone, like, because when someone assign work to you, that you want to design your development entire activity or a task, right? So you have multiple things that in your mind, that which is the right decision that you're going to pick it up. You want to pick it up admin writing configuration is the best decision, or developing is the best decision, or writing a flow is the best decision. So that is one of the technical decision I'm talking about. The other decisions are, so if you look at your daily routines where you want to go and then watch a movie, and your family requesting you to go on somewhere, so this is one of the decision as well, right? So that is what directly reduce your fatigue in terms of your daily routines. Or it could too many decisions, like when you have too many decisions talking to your family or someone, that it really improve your productivity, or it's going to be decrease your productivity. I just, in most of the things day to day life, even small one, want to eat or whatnot, way to invest another. Yeah, that's a kind of like it's something which we always took decisions, right? So it's also your the kind of advanced, because when you're thinking the decision took 30 minutes, where you're going to take 5 minutes of time to order something or to eat and all, right? So you're going to save spend some time and then sleep, or you could time or talk to your parents or talk to your relative or someone. So let's go to the next slide, which is time audit and awareness, which is and I'm not sure how many of you track your time for 24 hours. And those are really not saying kind of an important, but I think most of the time, where if you look at the management, if you look at the people who are very successful or going to be successful, or putting their best energy to crack a bit of exams, or put their times, I think those people will track their time and then make sure they'll identify any time leaks in between those 24 hours, and they can focus on the productive activities and then try to improve their daily routines. And that's where the audit of the time and awareness is really important, right? um, if you ask me, so because we have a calendar, right, and we have morning 9 to evening 11, so we have a calendar that what we're trying to do it, and in between we could have a break where we could eat, right, and then identify, okay, between 3 to 4 I have an important thing, we have to attend some meeting, or after 3 to 4 something is cancelled, right? What are the things that you could fill those 3 to 4 hour time, and how you could improve your daily routines. So, an activity that what I have for you is, what are your last 24 hours activities? Is anyone is doing this practice, or are you putting, or simply following calendar, or simply following your staff? Do you have any other audit, kind of an activity tool or anything that you have? Do you guys use any tool like calendar, or maybe Google Calendar, Outlook, or maybe anything that you could have task activity like Tick Tasker? Oh, Apple Watch. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Nice. So yeah, that's one of time audit where I would request people to track your time. Maybe I'm not sure 90% or 95% people does it, but I think most of the people who was working on a business related, where they have a calendar where they could do a lot of focused productive activities and then try to improve the daily routines as well. And again, this is important. So it's very, very important from our time advanced time management series, where set boundaries, guys, and then say no. If you say no, you're a pretty much successful guy. Avoid any unnecessary commitments, where if you are very confident that you can commit, and then try to go in terms of work, in terms of giving commitment to some other person, or someone is, because someone is waiting on your word that you have to be committed, then you have to be committed. So don't give any unnecessary commitments. If you're not well, I think said no, I'm not available, or something, which is once you said yes, please try to get it done. That is really important. Okay, so the other thing, where when you want to become a successful person, when you become, when you're starting your career, right, or maybe when you're trying to, when you're at home, when your mama papa is going to provide you or ask you something, better just go and then try to, help me out something. So don't say no to those kind of things, right? So I mean, I cannot say no for any of my parents about we're not gonna say no for everything for them. So it's always yes. But I think there are some activities where your management team or maybe your leads are saying that, which is really maybe you don't know why they're asking about, but don't say no to low value task, which is something which you can done quickly, right? Something which you could easily because that creates a lot of communication between both of you, and that creates a lot of trust on between both the persons, right? If you can say no to some of the task activities, still should be okay. But I think communicate priority, communicate properly, which is most important. And then again, protect your time. Don't again if someone says that hey, can you help me out to write this entire code? Because one time is okay, but everything if they ask us to help you and all, so I think they are something that you are helping them all the time, which is pretty good. But at the same time, you have to count your time as well, right? Because you have to work on your own activities. Prioritize your first, and then try to help some other people. That's really important. At the same time, because everyone will ask you first, okay, have you done it or not? Because it's one on one, right? So once you've done it, I think pretty good, then go and help other people. If you're really multi talented, then do your work and then help parallelly. That way you can do it. But again, there is a word for everyone to set some boundaries and always don't say yes, 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 because you never know when it's going to be, come back strongly and then hit you badly. So what are the things that you could do a kind of a no? Do you feel anything that in your day-to-day life that, or maybe any situation that you feel that, what are the role play saying no, and what are the situation that you say no, and do you have anything that you could share with me? Because I wanted to understand, and wanted to understand. So what are the things that you guys say no? True, that's really important, Shafali. I like the way that you're gonna put it. Yeah, you have to prioritize what matters the most, because that's really important. Because we have to do our own stuff. Because you can't able to go on and say yes and then give a commitment, and then if you're gonna drop back saying that again no, and that creates a lot of negative impression for other guy. So you have to prioritize what matters for you most, and then try to make sure stick with that. Sounds good. Sounds good. So I have, I want to take most of your time. So my last slide, which is my final thoughts, because it's advanced time management, and then it's a kind of a session where to talk about a few nice tips and tricks, rather prolong communication a bit. That's what I want to keep it short. So if you look at my final thoughts. Time management is about doing the right things. Make sure you focus on impact and not just activity. You never know, small changes will create a big results. That's what I've told, right? Like, you help people, whether they're small or big, that creates a lot of big results for sure. That these three are my priority or final thoughts. And I'm sure that, as I said, so it's individual, person to person for time management. So don't take me wrong, especially, okay, these are the things that you should really follow, but these are some of the things that I could give my suggestions to everyone, because sometimes I haven't followed this also, but I think I'll try to cope up and then try to follow some of these. Right. So that's all from my side, team. Thank you so much for joining. And again, uh, really happy for, despite of holiday, that you guys been joining. And then I once again wish everyone happy Eid. And these three are really important in your life. Just keep tracking with time management is about doing right things and focus on impact with not just activity. And then small changes create big results. The third one is really important. You help small or big, it'll create a lot of impact. You never know what the right things will come through in your life. Just help. If you don't help it, if you don't, I tell them no. Very simple. Yeah, they'll not judge you. They'll not do anything, right. Right. So that's what I really follow, especially when I know I say yes. And if I so no, then I think at least I'll help to troubleshoot. I can go back and then try to learn from myself, and then I can come back and then try to help the answers. But if someone asks me if I said I can directly say no, bro. I don't know. So that's what I have. Um, yeah, if you can't manage life, you can't manage manage time. Exactly. Yeah, I have to do what it's pretty good, Neha. Pretty good. I'm happy, part of this community. And then thank you, Stephen, for giving us this opportunity. And again, thank you for joining everyone. It's truly pleasure to be part of this community and then try to help each and everyone. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Funny, for taking your time and sharing the insightful experience about time management. And once again, thank you all the attendees who have taken out your time to attend today's session. That's what we say time management, right? As you all have taken out your time to attend today's session, that is what we can say, that yes, you have a very good time management skills, that you can managing your time on weekends, especially on your holidays. You're taking your time to attend sessions so that you have prioritize your learning, right, for future. So thank you once again, funny and attendees. Now I am moving to upcoming sessions. Like about the upcoming sessions, dates are tentative, will be disclosed soon. Right. Then apart from this, for the more informations, you can scan a QR code for the program, like say for product training, few training programs which are becoming in upcoming months. We will be having that. Okay. Then Prideforce LinkedIn page and Prideforce YouTube channel. You can join. If somebody have not joined, you can join by scanning the code. And thank you so much, Funny from Prideforce, that you have taken your time to take these two sessions. It means a lot. Thank you, everyone. Apart from this, let me see if anything else is being left. Okay. Now I guess everything is being done for today's session. So anything else, Funny, you have to say? Like any attendees want to add a few words? If you would like to add any few words from your side, you're open to say, speak up. We will wait 2-3 minutes more, then we'll end our today's session if something is not much needed. Guys, please thank you for participating and making this today's session engaging. Thank you to everyone who have been engaged, and thank you all being attended this session. Okay, I guess let's end here itself, right? Nobody have any doubt, right?
No, sure.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. We will be confirming more information about a Pride Force initiative, PDP soft skill training, which will be coming in 2 3 days more. We will be soon post out on LinkedIn. So please kindly get tuned and support our initiative. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Funny. Now we are ending our session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.